Hello and welcome to PolyInnovator. This is the Poly and Content Digest review of ContentFries, a content repurposing tool to take your long-form content and chop it up into many different pieces like fries in a shake. Now, whenever you think of content repurposing tools, you often think of videos. This also does a bit of images as well, so I think that's actually really cool. It kind of sets it apart a little bit more. It gives you this multiplier of content.
Dustin Miller, PolyInnovator.
Alright, here we are on the dashboard. You start out in this view, you go ahead and click Start a Wizard. You can go to Potatoes and it'll lead you to one as well. Basically allowing you to create bite-sized content or multiply your long-form content into many different pieces. So that's what I decided to do. I click this one. You go ahead and pick a video. Now I'll pick one just real quick for the test, and it's loading up the video on the side here. And then you can choose how many pieces you want to do. This will multiply it times what you're doing. So you actually end up getting closer to 70 to 140 from what it's calculating here. And you can choose which times you want. I will say, like, as a UX design kind of thing, this takes up a lot of space and makes you have to scroll quite a bit more. So I wonder if we can make these smaller. That'd be a lot more useful. But I don't really need a Facebook video. I'll just reuse the Instagram one or the LinkedIn one. I do want an IGTV one, although IGTV is not really a thing anymore, so maybe we could like call that a reel or something. Then you have TikTok long, TikTok short, and so that's also something I would be doing. So you just choose which ones you want, and then you wait for it to finish. I'm going to cancel this actually because I already have one ready. Once you get it uploaded and choose which ones you want to do, it will take you to this menu. Or to this editor, and then I clicked over here to add a transcription. It also took a moment to do the encoding, so just keep that in mind. It's going to not be real time in this particular video. So I hit refresh and my transcript was there. It actually does a decent job of seeing which one is the speaker, although it says there's 3 speakers, and I don't think that's right. So I only have me and the other person, so that's probably not that good, but we'll figure that out. And then the actual video itself is pretty short. It's 40 minutes long. It's one of my shorter interviews. I'm realizing how much of a mistake this was in the corner. But otherwise than that, I can find ways to create the intro and outro, make little clips. Let's see. Just by highlighting a certain section here, you can create a new fry. And basically you just repeat that process. So let's say I want to use this portion here. What I really like about smart speakers kind of thing. Create a new fly, and then I go back. Maybe I want to make that into a quote. So let's just turn this into a quote. And then now when I want to say generate, it'll come up with a few different pieces of content as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what it picks out here. You can see how they're highlighted here at the bottom. Going back to the dashboard, you can see how the fries that I chose are right here. I am concerned that I don't see the quote image. That didn't save it all. Or maybe it's, oh, yeah, maybe it's over here. No, it's not. Okay, so it didn't save the quote. Okay, whatever. But let's see what short content I can make. Let's turn this into TikTok. How about that? Come on. Okay. Let's say TikTok long. Now, keep in mind, I'm still not used to this tool myself, so making sure I just clarify that. This is an interesting editor, pretty almost intense at first. Let's see. Let's make this look better designed. Link text cannot be modified. Yeah, I know, but I want to change it. I guess we're learning in real time here, guys. I just want to change the font size. Okay. Why can't I get rid of this text? Okay, this is frustrating, but all right, well, let's just export and see what happens. I don't want to export. I want to export the video. Okay, so we're having issues here, but that's something that's good for you to see. So here I am in the template editor. I'm going to try to make sure I have it in the right aspect ratio. All right, so now we have the right aspect ratio. Let's move this down. Let's increase the size. Move this down. I definitely want to have it my color, a little bit taller. I don't like how I can't see the changes on here. Now, why can't I just click and drag? Okay. Well, headline there, background. How do I change the background? Go. Okay. Now let's see.
Your perfectly timed captions will appear here.
Why is that there? Okay. Okay. I think that's good. I might want to change the font type though. I hate I don't know why everything defaults to Montserrat. Canva, all the other repurposing tools, just everything defaults to Montserrat. And then we'll save this template, and hopefully I'll be able to apply it to my actual video. All right, we're back at the video. I'm going to apply my template. What I made, I don't know, I didn't really actually name it. So. How do I apply my template? Well, I can't seem to find my template, and I looked around for a little bit in between the pausing of the video. And I guess that's just an issue with ContentFries, because I made a template, can't find it now. They have a decent amount of their own templates as well, although I wish there was some differentiation from between these images, because I can't really tell which ones are going to do which. And when I apply it, it doesn't really do much to it. So there's an issue in that regard, and I wanted to be nice about it and hopefully think this is a small issue, but since I keep replicating it over and over again, I'm going to leave that in the video. So the actual video that I downloaded was pretty nice. Once I can get the template running, that'd be even better. And on top of that too, getting the quotes as well. Let's go ahead and skip over to the pricing. So, welcome back. The pricing is very interesting. I'm going to move my camera actually a little bit so you can see more of it. So on this page, there's a lot of different options. I do like that. Compared to other tools in this kind of category, they only have 2 or 3 options, and sometimes that can be very difficult because they often start at what this master stuff is, basically. And if you wanted to create a ton of content over the course of like all the different editing that you're doing, this might be a better choice because then you can do more for a cheaper option. And not to mention too, like if you have unlimited at some points here in the higher plans, that's even better. So for someone like me who has tons of content in the backlog that I need to repurpose, these are kind of the ones that I'll probably go for. And it's really interesting too. They give you a lot of different choices based on what you might need to do. I definitely do like the branding about the whole cook, master chef kind of thing, where they're really going ham on the whole fries concept. And they have really good content as well. So their blog and their YouTube channel is very, very active. They have a lot of different content when it comes to how to use the actual tool itself. So let me see if I can find a YouTube real quick. And they do a series every Friday, like called Content Fridays or something like that. But it's just one of those things where I find that it's very interesting how they're really trying to teach people how to do content repurposing and trying to go for that type of they're practicing what they preach. And I think that's very awesome because it's one of those things where not every company does. So I wanted to make sure I highlight that. So while I had a little bit of issues during the video, that doesn't necessarily mean that the tool has any issues in particular. I want to make sure I highlight the fact that they have a lot of different features that I didn't necessarily show off in the video too. And sometimes just being able to figure out, cutting out the ums and uhs, search and replace certain typos, remove silence, all these different features that not every tool can do. I wanted to make sure that I highlight the fact that they can do it here. And it's one of those things where they really want to multiply your content and taking one piece, turning it into many, taking that Gary Vee concept of posting 60, 100 times a day, really taking it into heart. And so being able to create quotes from the different videos that you make and being able to really create content across the board, across multiple platforms, and making sure that you're actually able to take that omni-channel approach. All right. Once again, this is Destin Miller, PolyInnovator, and this is the review of ContentFries. And I wanted to make sure I mentioned that, like, yes, I had some issues with it, but I want to encourage you to take a chance and see how you feel with it, because maybe you'll have a better chance than I will. And I also will take a better look at it down the line as well. Cheers. Bye.